coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky panel, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Bam, bam, boom, boom, boom. Ha! Gotta put a little extra in there, man. We got the man on today, man. The man, that's the man, that's the man. Shout out, man. Let's go, man. Let's get it. Let's do it, TBP Nation, man. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Big love all the time. Like I say, man, we still on the road to 100K. We need about 75, 76, whatever it is. Depends on what they took away from us today. But you know, bottom line is, man, you can't stop destiny, man. So we gonna do what we do when we do it, and it's all gonna be in God's time, man. We roll with God in the squad, man. We ain't worrying about nothing. You heard me? So big love on the back end of the video, man. I've been going crazy trying to think of this guy's name who was I'm gonna do this video about today because it's something that I seen that made me think about this situation. I literally just got on the phone with Dixon trying to remember his name. This can't remember the name either, but we know who we talking about. We know his face and everything, right? But anyway, for video purposes, I'm gonna say his name is something close to what I think it is, but you know, maybe sometimes you need to keep the names out anyway because it's real life. But crazy situation, man. This dude right here that I'm talking about, man, I'm just gonna call him Sparks, right? And I know it's something close to that, but we'll call him Sparks. But man, this is some of the type of dudes that you run into in prison, man. Just different type of dudes, man. It's just all types of characters in prison, from all walks of life, from just everywhere, man. You know, you're gonna meet every kind in prison. And this dude was real I don't know, man. I don't know what's the exact label or title to put on him. But it was rumored, everybody rumored in it, and you know, it was more or less proven that, you know what I'm saying, that he like, you know, like to swing both ways, you know. But he always messed with the white guys. You know what I'm saying? He always messed with the white guys because, like I told you, that's the stigma in prison when them dudes is trying to be creeping and doing their, you know, the freak nasty. If they mess with the white guys because they figure like the white guys are gonna be scared to expose them or tell or whatever, right? But the thing about this dude was he was very, very athletic, man, and he was cut up. I mean, just muscles everywhere. He was cut up, right? And in the summertime, you always see this joke outside with no shirt on, playing basketball. He can jump out the gym. You know what I'm saying? He jump very athletic. But he was known for, when somebody asked me the other day, for racing. He was really, really, really fast. That was one of the dudes when somebody asked me the other day, who was the fastest dude in the live, and I told him stay superior. But that dude was right up in there too. He was fast as I don't know what. But the thing about him was he was always barefoot. Always barefoot, man. We outside in the summertime, wintertime, whatever. I don't know. I think he was a country boy, man. He would always just take his shoes off. And I'm talking, he'd be walking on the yard with no shoes on. He raced dudes. He raced on barefoot and smoke jokers. Um, he played basketball outside on the concrete with no shoes on, man. No shoes on. You know, and he also do it in the gym with no shoes on. And on the compound that we was on that time, that floor was concrete. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where he must come from, a tribe or something in Africa, man, because his feet was tougher than shoes, man. He always played ball with no shoes on. He raced people with no shoes on. He walked the yard with no shoes on. And, you know, he always tried to take his shirt off because, like I said, he was cut up, right? But all the time, you know what I'm saying? He into that freak nasty stuff, man. And he was a bandit. He's a real life bandit. But they say he like, people doing something to him. So that was his whole thing, and everybody used to talk about it. Now, per se, I ain't gonna say he was no like coward or sucker or nothing, because he'll fight, and I've seen him fight, and he did quite well. he did quite well because he's strong. He's super strong, and like I say, he athletic, you know. But he won't an aggressive dude. He'll try to avoid the confrontation. He'll try to avoid, you know what I'm saying, situations. And dudes are, this prison, dudes gonna be aggressive when you act meek. So dudes might say something to him on the court or whatever, get mad because like I say, he can get rebounds, he can score, he can do some stuff. So dudes get mad because you getting out on him on the court, and then dudes gonna bring up your flaws. Oh man, you gay, you know, and he'll be like, oh, whatever. He had a little squeaky voice too. Whatever, man. I'm just trying to ball. I'm just trying to play ball. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, man, play ball, just play ball. But, you know, that will make a dude be more aggressive to you when they feel like you like that, just because of the environment that we in. So dudes will press them and run up on him. And you better know what you're doing, and you better know how to rumble because he's strong. I seen him dude run up on him on the basketball court one day, talking to him, kept pressing him and pressing him, and he was just, you know, yesing the dude off. And dude ran up on him, swung on him. He just scooped him up. Bang! I mean, he slammed to the concrete so hard, and it was so loud, the impact. Dude just bounced on the floor. He was unconscious from a slam. From a slam. You would think this dude was in the WWE or something. I mean, he just slammed the man because he powerful. You know what I'm saying? So I know he can fight, and dudes know he can fight. But just being the fact that they thought he was into that type of lifestyle, that was a flaw that they looked at, and that was something they'll use against him and say to him and to pick at him. And you know, dudes trying to get points. You know what I'm saying? But the situation with him got even crazier because he started liking these peoples that already had a man, right? And I'm just gonna say that's GNT. I ain't even never really talked about them on here. But I was telling Dixon about it. Dixon was he said, "Oh man, I wouldn't even remember them if you ain't say their name." He said, "Man, you got a good memory." I said, "Man, I know it's a curse." But all right, it was this couple GNT, right? He started liking G. G was the girl in the situation. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was the boy. So he started liking G, and G was kicking it with him. Now G and T done been together so long that you know T is the man, and T, you know, he gon' you know he'll put him up. You know what I'm saying? So I guess the old boy, man, Spox was on him so much, and they had such a connection that he had talked to T about him and like boom. And I think that's when everybody was speculating that, you know, T let G mess with him because he probably could do things with him that he couldn't do with T. So he was like, all right, go ahead on, because he didn't look at him as a threat because of what he thought he was doing with him. Or obviously what G told him that he was doing with him. So the next thing you know, he moving the block. He always in a whole nother building. They out on the yard every day. They walking, they talking, and it was strange because people always see G and T together. Now, when he on the yard, he walking with Spox all the time, talking to him, woo, woo, woo. He bringing him food. He had a little money, too. He bringing him food, doing stuff like that. And, you know, so next thing you know, he done moved out of his building there. He done moved up in this building. So he in the building with them. G and T in the cell together. They've been in the cell together since I've been on the compound. You know what I'm saying? And they've been together before I got on the compound. So they locked in. Now he's squeezing his way in. You know, the Barefoot Bandit thing. The Barefoot Bandit that came on the scene. And it seemed like him and T cool. You know, so then people started speculating that whatever he was letting G do to him, then he was letting T do to him too. So it was just crazy. So everybody now is looking at him like, man, you know, this dude, he out there. But perception is, if you look at him and you didn't know him, this is nothing that you can see. This is nothing you can see. I'm telling you, he big, he bow-legged. You know, you can't see it, but it's in his actions and the way he moved. Though, if you've been in the penitentiary, you'll know you can see these things, but the average person couldn't see it. So when these youngins get to talking to him and they playing ball with him or kicking it with him, and then they find out what's going on, then they flip on him and turn on him and be like, "Oh man, you gay," and you know, and don't know though that he still ain't no sucker. You know what I'm saying? He's strong and he can fight. So yeah, man. So they had their own little thing. And next thing you know, all three of them eating meals together. All three of them going to chow together. All three of them walking the yard together. So they got a real live penitentiary poly relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know, the Barefoot Bandit then made it into a poly. So all three of them together. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they was rocking. And now Like I said, I remember one time he got in the joint in the park because he had a store box too. Yeah, it gets crazy. He got a Starbucks. Now that's a difficult thing within itself to have a Starbucks, and then you got this stigma on you that you know what I'm saying, that you some peoples or something. Cause dude's gonna buck on you and don't want to pay you. But he let it be known that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna take his money. So I remember dude came in there, dude owed him some money, man. Dude had a little size on him, owed him some money, kept on saying he gonna pay him, kept on saying he gonna pay him. He would be a real patient with the dude for his Starbucks go because you know, Starbucks, man, you don't pay, man. It's double up. It's double up. You owe me 4. You don't got my money today, man. Now you owe me 8. Now you can't be late. You can't come back with the 8 and I'm gonna make it 16. Nah, I got to draw some blood from you. I got to put some hands on you. I got to do something to you because now you playing. So I can remember he gave the dude, man, dude was stringing him along for a month or two. And I guess he just had a problem one day. That's why I tell you in the penitentiary, when a dude get fed up, man, it may be something from the street. It may be, that's when they explode. You know, so I guess same thing happened with Boo Boo and Charles. With when I told you my celly, Charles, he owed Charles that money, and Charles argued with Boo Boo. So that day he want everybody to give him his money, and he, you know, Junior jump out there, bang bang. He already frustrated. It don't be all the time the person that you take this frustration out on. It don't be about them. It's something else going on in your life. So I guess by him always being humble and him waiting and waiting for the dude, he didn't want to go to jail because I don't think he wanted to lead them. But he had something going on, so he pulled up on the dude about the money. Nah, man, you been taking too long with my money, man. You know what I'm saying? You act like you trying to carry me. And that was it. Cause dude was like, man, what you mean trying to carry you, man? You a B anyway. So what you talking about? You should be lucky that I pay you at all. What are you saying? And man, he said that dude was like, oh, it's like that? It's like that for real? He said, yeah, it's like that. That's what I said, you a B. And he took off on him. Bang! Hit him. Bagged him up. Bagged him up. So in his mind, he probably was shocked because, you know, now dude is the aggressor. Spot the aggressor. Take off on him. Boom. So he bagged up a little bit and then he charged him. Because he big too. He even bigger than Spot. He grabbed him, but he ain't realizing how strong and athletic this dude is, man. His same thing, his go-to move. Man, he bear hugged him when he grabbed him. He bear hugged him, and he just turned around and like put him up in the air, and turned around so fast and slammed him straight. And we talking concrete now. We in the penitentiary. Boom! Straight on the concrete. That thud, if you ever been in the penitentiary, you know the thud of a head or a back or something hitting that concrete. It's a distinctive sound, man. And man, he slammed him down so hard, man. Boom! And you can see like a discombobulated him. So then he get up on top of him and he just started pounding him. Bang, 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 bang. I mean, he beat his face in, man. And this is a big joker. He beat his face in, man, until Tatum came out there and stopped him. But it was too late because the police already seen it. You know what I'm saying? But he punished him. You know what I'm saying? That that did a lot for to keep the barking off of him because dudes gonna see that. When you display that type of violence, it's gonna spread. You know what I'm saying? Just like everything else. Everything in the penitentiary spread, man. It spread like peanut butter, dog. It's gonna spread. You know, so yeah, he crushed him. He went to jail. He was in the hole for a couple of months. You know, I don't know what they do to Joker because he probably had to get some reconstruction or something. But I never saw him again. But I remember months and months later, man. I remember when they let him out because they put him in another building. So he in the other building and he used to come out on the yard, but he on the other side of the fence. And you know, TNG used to go to the fence and they walking up and down the fence, talking between the fence all day long. Every rec period, you know what I'm saying? They still in their pilot. You know what I'm saying? So they walking back and forth, kicking it and kicking it. And then eventually, man, it took a couple more months. He got moved right back over there. So he right back in the mix again. But he ain't having a whole lot of problems with dudes now because, like I said, he done displayed that type of violence. And dudes know that he can rumble. Regardless of what his lifestyle was, he can rumble. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't per se walk around acting like he was into that. You know what I'm saying? Except for when he with them. I mean, I'm like, he not walking around acting feminine or nothing like that. You know, but like I say, he just that's what he was into. You know what I'm saying? And he used to get out there and dudes used to pay money and bet money for him to race somebody. You know what I'm saying? And he may not necessarily bet, But dudes will coax him in the bed. No, no, because somebody come on the compound, say they fast, they can run or whatever, and they'll go get him and say, I bet money right now. I bet 2 cottons. I bet 3 cottons of cigarette. I bet 5. You know, they bet real money. And he smoked. I see him smoke everybody. At that time, Stacey Perry went on the same compound with him. But everybody else I seen him race, he smoked them. You know what I'm saying? He smoked. He was fast, man, and athletic. But, you know, like I say, he was into some other things, man. And I guess that, you know, that's going to always breed, you know, antagonistic stuff towards you when you're in the penitentiary, because you're going to have a whole lot of dudes. It's going to be more dudes that ain't into that than is into that. So you will always get criticism. And then when you turn around on top of that and you run in the store box, you know, a store box in itself going to bring a lot of problems, man. It's going to bring a lot of problems because you got the dope fiends, you got the gamblers, you got the swindlers, you got the con artists, you got the starving. All of them gonna come to your store box, and it's just a matter of time. Somebody gonna play with your money. Somebody gonna be late on their money. Somebody is gonna not have what they supposed to have, and that's gonna be time for you to demonstrate. You know what I'm saying? That's what comes with a store box. So you can't worry about what you're accumulating, or worry about losing what you're gonna lose if you go to jail by letting somebody just slide. Because when you do that, everybody gonna try to slide. You see what I'm saying? So for him to be running the store box and to be, you know, who he was or what they perceived him to be, that told you right there that, you know what I'm saying, that he's, you know, to the person that can think in the penitentiary, to say, well, man, if he supposed to be gay and he running the store, man, oh, that dudes, young dudes will think, oh, I'm gonna get it, so I ain't gonna pay him. But anybody been in the penitentiary could think, you know, if he run the store box, then he willing to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't met too many dudes that ran a store box that weren't willing to do something to you if you play with their money. The ones who have attempted to have only ran store box for a short period of time. Because they realized it wasn't a business that they wanted to be in, because they don't realize what comes with the business. I know dudes that open store box up and them Jones close in a week. They don't went to store, got $300, $400, $500 worth of stuff, and done loaned it all out and thinking they getting ready to make this great big flip, and don't nobody pay, and you don't do nothing. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, you're going to just have your own stuff. Somebody going to be coming in there trying to take that because you ain't do nothing when they took your store box. See what I'm saying? And I done seen this happen on several occasions. Store box ain't for everybody. It's just like it ain't for everybody to get drugs and sell drugs in the penitentiary. It ain't for everybody to be gambling and expect to get paid in the penitentiary. It's not that. It's going to come down to what are you willing to do to make sure that you get paid. And if you ain't willing to prove that, which comes with sacrifice, you might as well not be in the business. So a lot of young dudes that come in don't understand that. So when they see Sparks run the store box, and then they hear about, you know, first they'll look at him and say, oh yeah, well, he looked like he could do something. But then you'll hear about what he into, and you see him mingling around with that type of stuff, and you look at the store box, so you'll think, okay, well, he ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah, because you young and you don't know the penitentiary. There's rules to this. You know what I'm saying? There's rules to this. There's nobody gonna just let you take nothing from it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do, you're not gonna be able to run a business, period. You know. But yeah, man, but he was a unique individual at the time, you know what I'm saying? At the time that I was in my bed, because I hadn't really seen that type of stuff. It's definitely hadn't seen the you know, the poly jump where all of them just say they just together. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they doing in there behind them sheets. In that room with that door closed with that cut up. You don't know what's going on up in there. You just know all three of them up in there. You know, so yeah, it was a crazy situation. I hadn't seen all of that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, but he was a unique individual, man. But one thing I will say though, you know, everything that he was doing, man, it ain't like he was hiding or ducking or dipping off. He was doing it in front of everybody. So he ain't had no shame in this game. You know what I'm saying? Not none at all. And like I say, he wasn't aggressive. He's not gonna start nothing, but he ain't gonna run from nothing. And he ain't gonna just let you do anything to him. He ain't gonna let you put your hands on. He ain't gonna let you take nothing. He definitely ain't gonna let you do nothing to G. I done seen him pull up on people about G. You know, I don't know what it was about G. G got T, then got him, and he be out there on that yard somewhere by himself. Dudes is pulling up on him trying to shoot their shot, and he'll pull up and he gonna be aggressive then. T gonna be aggressive off the rip, but he gonna be aggressive too when it comes to G. But other than that, he was low key, man. He was low key dude with a high squeaky voice, man, and very athletic. And he just was into the, he was into that, But anyway, man. Yeah, all of that came from questions and stuff in the live, man. It made me think about that situation, man. And I realized that I had never talked about them or anything like that. But yeah, crazy, man. This is penitentiary life, though. This is what it is, man. This is normal in the penitentiary. After years and years in the penitentiary, you realize this is normal. At the time, to me, it didn't seem normal. But as I moved on in my bit, I seen more and more scenarios, more and more situations where I realized just in a different world, man. Just in a different world. You're going to have to learn how to adapt, cope, and adjust. Period. It's a part of your survival. But anyway, man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Talk to me. I talk back. Big love to everybody out there on TBP Nation, man. We on the road to 100K. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. And we can get this 70-something subscribers in one day. You know what I'm saying? We can get it in one day, man, if we really push for it, if we really want it. So I just want to put that out there, man. But no matter what, we just going to keep on pushing because that's what we do. We feed the positive, we starve the negative, man. And ain't nothing going to be able to stop that, man. That's what we do. That's what we going to keep on going on doing, man. Wanted to see what the numbers was before we got off here. But it's as usual. This thing is acting up and acting crazy. Nope. We are at, right now we currently need, we need 75. We need 75 subscribers, man. You see that? We got 99,225. So we can get 75 subscribers in a day. If you go tell a friend, to tell his friend, to tell his mama, tell his auntie, and you post it on your social media, go subscribe to Banky Pound 1932. We out there and we gonna do it. If not, it's all gravy, baby. Big love, y'all. Be safe, be smart, make good decisions, and by all means, duck them hooks. And whoever sent me this, big love. Appreciate you. We out here. TBP Nation, stand up. Salute.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in